Hi everyone, and welcome to the second Halo action figure review by me, Mega Shorts. Now today I'm going to be doing my first Halo anniversary action figure review, and this is going to be of one of the figures from the advanced wave of Series 1, and it is the Platinum Master Chief figure from Halo 3. Now this figure comes with two accessories, well 3 actually. These accessories include an assault rifle and 2 fragmentation grenades. I got this figure recently from amazon.co.uk. Can't actually remember the price of it, but I will put it up later on in a YouTube video annotation. This was actually a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive last year, but I think it has become quite widely available since Comic-Con, and I think it is actually quite easy to track down in the US. I'm not sure how easy it is to find in stores here in the UK, because I did get this from online, as I said before. This is actually my first Master Chief figure. I've got quite a lot of Halo figures over the past year or so, but this is the first Master Chief figure I've been able to get. I think this figure might be a brand new figure, or it could possibly be a repaint of one of the others from the Halo anniversary figure line. I'm not 100% sure, but if you know whether it is a new figure or a repaint or perhaps something else entirely, please feel free to let me know in the comments section below. And before we go into any more detail about it, we're going to quickly take a look at the package. Okay, so if we take a look at the front, we can see that it is as normal for Halo Anniversary Series 1 figure packaging. Got the figure and its accessories in a clear plastic bubble in the middle, with a card at the bottom showing the name of the character, the Halo logo, and also the game that this particular character comes from. Also at the top you've got the warning choking hazard box and the Halo 10-year anniversary graphics at the top. Then if we take a look at the back, we can see all of the Halo games released so far, not including Halo 4 because that won't be released until later on this year, winter I think, possibly autumn. At the bottom it also shows you most of the figures from the advanced line of Series 1 of the Halo Anniversary action figure line. Then finally at the bottom you've got the same usual product company information. Okay, so here we have the Platinum Master Chief figure. Now if we stand him next to Noble 6, we can see that he is just a bit taller. He is in fact in good scale with the Halo Reach action figures, so that will be good for those of you that do Halo action figure animations and you would like to have Master Chief in a few of them. I think many of the previous Master Chief figures were either a lot taller than this or a bit smaller, and they were obviously not in scale with the Halo Reach figures, so it's good to finally have a Master Chief which is in scale with the Halo Reach action figures. I'm sure this will make many collectors of the Halo Reach action figure line very happy. Well, it probably already has done, seeing as it has been out for quite a while. Okay, so that's it for the quick size comparison. Now we're going to take a closer look at the paintwork, detail and sculpting of the Master Chief Platinum variant. Okay, so first of all we're going to take a look at this Master Chief figure's head sculpt. As you can see, he's wearing the Manuel Mark 6 helmet, which is the one he wore in not only Halo 3 but also Halo 2. The head sculpt on this figure is really nice. I think McFarlane Toys have done a really good job of sculpting the helmet and making it look really nice and accurate. It's got some really nice detail on the side. As you can see, you've got loads of different patterns and other various bits of detail. The visor has the various patterns on it, which it did have in Halo 3. You've got the vents on the sides of the bottom part of the helmet as well. You've even got the little lights which the helmet has just at each side there. If we take a look at the top, we can see the bumpy parts there as well, and we can also see some more detail on the back. I think the helmet on this figure looks really nice just the way it is. It has all the detail that it needs to be a nice accurate representation of Master Chief's helmet from Halo 3. That's pretty much it for the head sculpt. Really nice, looks absolutely brilliant. By far one of my favourite Halo Spartan helmets. So if we move on to his chest now, we can see that this is another really nicely detailed part of the figure. The part of the chest which you can see in the middle of the screen is actually removable from this particular figure, but I'm not going to remove it in this video because it will probably be either too hard to put back on the figure for me, or I might just lose it very easily in the near future. It's got some really nice detail, like the patterns just underneath the head there, the two holes in the sides there, the patterns towards the bottom, and also the scratches and dents from one of Master Chief's previous bells on this particular side. There isn't any on the other side. In fact, well, there actually is just one in the middle of the screen there. If we take a look at his chest from the back, we can see some more great detail. You've got the two big things coming out of the top of it near his shoulders. I'm not actually 100% sure what they are, but if you do know, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Also, on the back of his chest, you can see this bit of black plastic sticking out. Though this isn't a weird bit of plastic which just happens to be on my figure. It is actually a peg which can be used for the grenade accessories as well as the assault rifle, and we'll be taking a closer look at them later on in the video. Also around that, you've got some more nice detail. You've got a bit of mesh, I think, just around the bottom there, and some more nice patterns and other bits of various detail. Okay, so if we take a look at Master Chief's arms now, we can see that they are also very nicely detailed. You've got various design features like the standard Master Chief shoulders from Halo 3, the patterns on the upper and lower arms, and also the hands, which also feature some great detail as well. The arms look really good up close. They're a lot more detailed than I thought they'd be. The shoulders look really nice on this Master Chief figure. They are quite small, but they do look very nice and accurate, and they've got some really nice detail on them. They are also removable from this particular figure, quite a lot like the shoulders from many Halo Reach figures, excluding Noble 6, but I wouldn't recommend taking the shoulders off this figure too much, just in case you lose them easily in the future, or just in case they become either loose or damaged when you take them off. But obviously, if you want to remove them, you can do that very easily. That's pretty much it for his arms now. They are really nice. By the way, just a little thing about the hands. They've been sculpted really nicely for holding his grenades and assault rifle. I think this is the Halo figure which I've had the least trouble with when trying to get it to hold the gun accessory. There are quite a lot of Halo figures I have at the moment which aren't so good at holding their gun accessories. His waist also features some nice little bits of detail. You can see some vents on the side and also some little holes where there are some screws. Not actual screws for the figure, but just screws on Master Chief's armour. This is how it looks from the front. This is how it looks from the side. This is how it looks on the back. There are two pegs on the back of this Master Chief figure's waist. The legs of the Master Chief figure have some great bits of detail as well. We can see that his upper legs have been made out of from many pieces of armour. The upper legs have some really nice bits of detail, like the vents which are near the knees, the screws which can be found on the front, side and back. Also on the legs you've got two peg holes, one on each side, so you can put your own pegs in for holding the accessories. This is how the legs look from the back. You can see some more of the screws and vents. There's a couple just near the waist towards the top of the screen there. The lower legs of this Master Chief figure are also very nice. We can see some more screws, holes and vents, and also the rather large knee guards. Then if you take a look at his feet, we can see that they are also really nice detailed. We've got lots of different design features, lots of different pieces of armour, large and small, and many other little bits of detail, making them look very nice, lifelike, and also very accurate. So that's pretty much all the detail of the Platinum Master Chief figure from the Halo Anniversary line. I think the detail on this figure is absolutely incredible. I'm really impressed by how well McFarlane Toys has made this figure. It looks exactly like Master Chief from Halo 3. While it may not have the colours of all the other Master Chief figures like green and gold, it still looks really great up close with all the brilliant detail it has on the helmet, the arms, the legs and even the chest. That's it for the detail and sculpting comments for now. And now we're going to take a look at his articulation. Okay, articulation. His head can do a 360-degree turn, and because it's on a ball joint, it can go up and down and also wobble a bit. His arms can do a 360-degree turn at the shoulders, and because they're also ball jointed, they can go outwards at the shoulders as well. The arms can do a 360-degree turn at the biceps. The hands can also do the same from the wrists, and the hands can move up and down as well. He can wobble at the chest a bit, and his body can nearly turn 360 degrees from that point, but on my figure it can't seem to be able to do that. The legs can move outwards a bit from the waist, go backwards and forwards from the top at the waist. The legs can do a 360 degree turn from the thighs, bend at the thighs. The feet can go backwards and forwards from this joint which is located at the bottom of the legs. They can do a 360 degree turn as well, and the front parts of the feet can twist and wobble a bit as well. So not only does this Master Chief figure have a lot of detail, but it also does have a lot of articulation. I think the articulation on this figure is absolutely brilliant. I don't think it needs any improvements whatsoever. It has all the joints that it needs for a figure of its size. Very good for posing him just by himself and also with his accessories. There aren't actually any stiff joints whatsoever on my particular Platinum Master Chief figure. There have been quite a lot of Halo figures which I've got which have had some stiff joints and quite a few loose joints, but on this figure the joints are all just how they should be, and I haven't had any problems with putting him into poses with just about all of the joints that he has. So now it's time for me to give a summary of my thoughts on this Platinum Master Chief figure. So overall, I think the San Diego Comic-Con Platinum Master Chief figure from Halo 3 is a awesome addition to my Halo action figure collection. It's really great to have a figure of Master Chief in the Halo Reach scale. As I said before, this will make many collectors of the Halo action figure line very happy. The detail on this figure is just absolutely incredible from head to toe. The paintwork is also very good, even though it's only been painted with platinum. I really like the shiny platinum which it has been painted with. It actually looks quite nice and shiny, and it does give the figure a metal-like appearance. The sculpting of this figure is also absolutely incredible. The helmet has been sculpted really nicely, and all the other little bits and pieces on this figure. As I said before, I think the articulation is just brilliant the way it is as well. Very good for posing the figure just by himself, and also with the assault rifle and grenades that he comes with. So if I was to give the Platinum Master Chief figure from Halo 3 a rating out of 10, I'd say I'd quite happily give him a 10 out of 10. This is by far one of my favourite Halo action figures yet, and this is one I'd recommend to anyone which is a fan of Halo 3 or just a fan of the Halo franchise. Anyway, if I have any more comments about this figure, I will put them up in YouTube video annotations, or perhaps I will say them towards the end of the review. That's pretty much it for the Master Chief figure, but this review is not over yet, because now we're going to take a look at his accessories, starting with the assault rifle. Okay, so here we have Master Chief's assault rifle. This is a really nicely detailed accessory. We've got the parts at the front where the bullets come out, the part where Master Chief's left hand grips at the bottom there, all the screws, the little pins and various pieces used to put the gun together, and also the part in the middle of the screen there where one of Master Chief's fingers goes through to shoot the gun. Looks really nice just the way it is. Looks exactly like the assault rifle from Halo 3. Doesn't quite look like the one from Halo Reach, but it doesn't really need to. If I was to give this accessory a rating out of 5, I'd say give it a 5 out of 5. Great accessory, fits onto the pegs on his chest and waist very nicely as well. It just looks and feels like a really nice accessory. Okay, so that's it for the assault rifle. Now we're going to take a quick look at his grenade. Okay, so here I have the grenade accessories of this Master Chief figure. These also fit on to the pegs of this figure very nicely as well. They are both exactly the same. Got some really nice detail like the bumpy texture and also the lid at the top. That's pretty much all I can actually say about them really. They're really nice small accessories. They look really nice and accurate. They've got really great detail even though they are such small accessories. If I was to give them a rating out of 5, I'd give them both a 5 out of 5. Great accessories for Halo Sim Recreation. And that is pretty much it for my review of the Platinum Master Chief figure from Halo 3. hope you've all enjoyed watching this review. If you would like to share your thoughts on this figure as well, please feel free to do so in the comment section below, or maybe in a video response you'd like to make. Thanks for watching, YouTubers, and I shall see you again soon. I will let you know what my next Halo figure review is going to be of very soon.